When it comes to dating advice programs for men, I've pretty much seen it all. It's really embarrassing for me to say this, and yet it's true. I've only been with one woman, even though I'm already 32, and even then, she eventually cheated on me with my best friend. Yes, I sucked, and I sucked really badly. Like any other guy out there, I had stumbled upon the pickup artist, or what commonly is known as PUA, community. Initially, I was really excited at my findings because I was already getting super desperate at getting this problem with women handled. Alas, after spending time reading ebooks written by pickup artists, I grew really disillusioned because I realized one thing that I was really not into picking up women at all. All I ever wanted is to be happily attached to a nice girl. I used to wonder if even a simple thing like that was out of my reach. When my ex girlfriend Amanda was leaving me for my then best friend Mikey, he had the gall to call me up to apologize. "I'm sorry, John," he said, "but you'll do yourself a huge favor if you find out about this thing called the Shogun Method." I was fuming from my ears when he called me, and yet I was paying attention because I was just so angry. "I stole Amanda from you using it, so now you know. Goodbye." It took me a full week before I surrendered to my curiosity. I then did a couple of Google searches and found its website. Of course, having been suckered by all those scammy pickup artist ebooks meant that I had to be extra cautious. After all, getting scammed after getting dumped is like getting a kick in the balls after a slap. After doing tons of research, I finally decided to take the plunge and buy the Shogun Method. And that decision was the turning point of my life, for the better. The Shogun Method was nothing like the pickup artist stuff that I had seen before. Instead of tricks which are clearly BS like demonstrate high value and the jealous girlfriend opener, I got to learn the real techniques which are rooted in the actual science of female psychology. In particular, Derek Rake, who wrote the Shogun Method's description of the 10 flaws inside the female mind, completely explains why Amanda left me for Mikey despite how much I loved her. Indeed, reading the Shogun Method was like unplugging from the Matrix. At times, I felt disgusted with the true nature of women as exposed by Derek, but I've grown to accept the truth about the ugliness of human nature, men, and women. In particular, Derek advocates the use of enslavement strategies to completely bind a woman to you for a lifetime. These tactics are the same which are used by cult leaders and dictators throughout history to build a devoted following. Now imagine that you now access the same techniques that these people use to put others under their control and dominance. If that doesn't excite and somewhat scare you, then I don't know what will. Particularly, there's this specific technique inside the Shogun Method called the Black Rose Sequence, which is reputed to be able to make a woman completely dependent on you emotionally for life, segregating her from the outside world. Explaining what it is won't do it justice here in this short article, but suffice to say that I've used it twice on these two hotties that I've met in the past few weeks, and I'm now dating both of them. I guess there's a happy ending to my story after all, and strangely, I've got to thank the man who stole my girlfriend for all this. Indeed, if he didn't tell me about the Shogun Method, I would still be the spineless guy that every woman likes to bully and manipulate. Of course, even after you've learned the Shogun Method, you don't have to go all crazy and use it on every woman you meet. I like to think of it as my secret weapon, which I can use whenever I am in a sticky situation with a woman. I feel strangely powerful because I have this knowledge to fall back on. Also, I've used the Shogun Method to inoculate my women from getting seduced by other men, particularly those who know boyfriend destroyer techniques. As the popular cliche goes, prevention is always better than cure. To know more about the Shogun Method, do a Google search, or you can go directly to fractionationhypnosis.com by clicking the link in the description section below. Do it, and you'll be thankful to me like I was to Mikey. I guarantee it.